Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy fucking lit. I'm the guy, Steve Renazizi lit. I'm the guy fucking lit. I'm the guy, Steve Renazizi. What's the odds?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What's the odds with Steve Renazizi? And the song's gonna cut off right now. Bingo. Look at that. That's why we did it today. We are bunkered down. Everyone, welcome to the new reality. Em and I are the only people, the healthy people left on the planet Earth, and that's right. We've come together to just bunker down in here and wait for everyone else to just get sick, and then everyone else to go away. Obviously, we're not joined by anyone today.
We're gonna save the world through podcasting.
We are. We're gonna try. We're gonna hope that Brenton gets a better cell phone connection.
I can hear you. Can you not? Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you, but it's a little muffled. It's a little. But you know what? This is our new reality. This is who we are now. We're still here for you. I came into the studio. Lucas isn't feeling 110%. He's fine. He probably
don't want to risk it.
He does not have the coronavirus, probably. But
most likely.
But Brenton has passed away. We've lost Brenton. Brenton has it. He died. Patient zero, one of the first people, and we're listening to his ghost right now.
Patient 6, actually.
Doesn't it sound creepy as Ghost? It sounds almost just like him. And we're saddened by this whole situation. We didn't think it would hit him this quickly, and it did. His baby body couldn't take it. He shriveled up, and we thought he was a normal man that would be able to we would be able to give him medicine, but shut him right down. So
tiny lungs, Steve. Tiny
lungs couldn't take his tiny lungs couldn't take it. But again, listen, we're all here anyway. The show must go on, and that's why we're here. It's coronavirus 2020. So far, 2020 has been one hell of a year. Thank you to helicopters. Thank you to mountain. Thank you to fog. Thank you to coronavirus. Thank you to bats. Thank you to Chinese markets. Thank you to the stock market. I'm trying to give gratitude as I spit across the studio. You guys just missed it. If I had it, I would have just nailed where Lucas was normally be sitting. This is what happens. Yeah. I'm a performer. I got taught. I grew up in the theater, okay? I know how to speak. I know how to project. I know there's a microphone in front of me. It doesn't matter to me. I can't stop touching my microphone. I can't stop touching my face.
I'm going to throw that microphone away after this.
Throw the whole fucking place away when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm burning it down.
Burn this shit down. This is the last one. ATC, burn it down, okay? If Brenton's not here, burn it down. Brenton,
hey,
are you okay? Give us an update about you, please.
Yeah, I'm good. We're just taking precautions, and we're just going to hold up for a couple of weeks and not go out.
You're like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson? Is that what's happening there?
No. We don't have the disease. Neither one of us is tested. We're both healthy. We feel fine. We just don't want to go out. We don't want to risk it.
But someone that...
Speaking of Tom Hanks...
Yeah.
Why do you have the Gatorade bottle with the sunglasses? Is that your new best friend?
Yeah, that's my Wilson, guys. You found the egg in today's episode. Look at this right here. I figured since I'm by myself, I'm looking at no one but the camera. I feel weird about that. Em's behind the studio, but she's got 100 things going on. There's like 16 podcasts happening right now. Steve Simone, who was supposed to be here, he's a cautious man. And why wouldn't you be? He goes, why risk it? Why come into the studio? I go, that's right, buddy. I'll see you later on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Steve,
it.
Why is he a cautious man? And
die
I'm a little bit
alone. As my
doing
mother,
the same thing.
As my mother used to say to me, don't worry. I'll die alone. And I was like, and this is on my way out to school. I'm like, what? This is how angry you are with me that you say, don't worry, I'll die alone. And that's my last thought leaping into the fucking day. Come on, lady. Come on. By the way, my mother has not taken, I don't know how your parents are reacting to this. My mother has not taken the coronavirus very seriously right away. First, she wanted to go to church. I had to shut it down. I had to shut the whole church thing down. Shut it down. My brother, who's a priest, gave her. He goes, don't worry about it, Mom. You're good. Okay? You know, but I got to pray for this person. I got to pray for that person. I'm going to go. I won't sit next to anyone. I won't talk to anyone. No, don't go. I have to go. I want to talk to this person. You know, I have to make sure I want to give them money. You don't need to do it, Mom. You don't need to do it this week. It's good. You could pray from home. It's not the same. It's the community. I go, and finally I had to lay it down. I go, you know what, Mom? The building is where it is. The building, guess what? I had sex in that building. That's so precious to you. Yeah, I did. In the back, in the playground area, on the fake fire truck that's there. Hello? Let's just stay home. Pray from home, please. No need to get everyone around us sick. Play it safe. Pull a Lucas. Pull a Brenton. Pull a Simone. Play it safe.
Steve, we've had this, though, with my family in the Midwest. I know Brenton's had it with his. It's like you got to tell them it's not cool to go out. Play by the rules, because they don't view this as serious as I think that at least we in Los Angeles probably do.
No, because we're on top of each other, and we're not even on top of each other here. We're not Manhattan. We're not San Francisco. We're not. We're as spread out as we. I mean, basically, Lucas, you live probably in one of the most populated areas.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. As far as people being on top of one another, and so it's like, yeah, we have to be more cautious than certain people, I guess, in the Midwest. But that doesn't mean you have a go to play it as loose as going to the fucking a movie theater or a church right now. Why?
The beach.
Oh, you know what, dude? But that is. I hope
nuts.
Florida. I wanted Florida all just be like riddled with it, and then it just snaps off and floats away. By the way, all my dates are canceled. That's why I have no more prejudices toward. I don't have to hold anything back. Everything's been canceled. Everything through April. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry to the people of Buffalo. I wanted to come. I feel terrible for the waitresses. I feel terrible for the staff. All comedy clubs. All the people that are, Lucas, people like that are now don't have a job for the time being because all these places are shut down. So,
Hey, Steve, I'm doing great.
I'm sure you are, buddy. What are you doing right now? Filming.
I have a slight cough, but this quarantine is I'll take the few days off.
Yeah, you'll take a couple days off, a little R&R. Now, look, a couple days from now, or maybe even a week or two from now, you're not going to feel the same way. But for right now, I like the positive energy behind it. Look, there's a lot of 30 for 30s, guys. A lot. I have ranked a lot of.
Like
I watched like 10 in the last 5 days. 10 of them.
I have bad news, by the way. You know the Michael Jordan that was going to come out?
The Michael Jordan. Can someone put their wolf away, Brenton? We're trying. I mean, this is already one of the sloppiest pods in the whole fucking nation, man.
What? She heard something. Let her bark. She heard something, Steve. Probably yelling too loud into the phone.
Put your dog. This is not a right wing. This is no dog whistles on this podcast, please. This is not a conspiracy podcast, okay? Put your dog whistles away. Put your dogs away. Put your wolves away.
Dude, you're so loud. They can hear you talking.
Listen, man. Back to Lucas. You feel you're gonna do okay. You watching 30 for 30s. I assume you're knee deep in.
Yeah, I've seen them all. The Michael Jordan one, though, I don't know if you've heard this. It's a 10-part.
Yeah, the one for ESPN and ABC, right? They were going to air it during the finals. What's happening now?
They were going to air it during the finals. There was speculation that they're going to release it early just because what's going on.
Yes.
And they revealed it just a couple hours ago that they aren't finished with it. So of course.
What?
Now me as an editor is like, yeah, there's no way they'll be able to.
They're finished with it. Bullshit, Mickey Mouse. The whole park's closed down. Everyone's out of work right now. The whole production. Get every fucking editor together. All of them. Thelma Schoonmaker. Whatever her name is, that does all the Spielberg movies and Scorsese movies.
She's an old woman, Steve.
Get them all out there and finish this. We need content, for the love of God. We're going to die. You think it's bad now? In a week from now, 2 weeks from now, when we've already eaten all the shit and all the piggies are still hungry. Get it now. There's no reason to have it. Am I right? Lucas, am I right?
Steve, I was watching pro wrestling on Monday because they didn't cancel it. They had it in an empty arena, and it was March 16th, so it was 316 days. So Stone Cold came out, and he was chugging beers like a six-pack in an empty arena. He looked like the biggest alcoholic.
It's going to be so
I
good.
can't imagine that's. I mean, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I can't imagine with no audience and no energy that is watchable.
Oh,
that's
dude.
like
It's bizarre.
not a laugh
It's
track.
not.
It's going to be bad, I think, to have that with no audience. You got to move
It's
that.
bizarre.
You got to move
It's like
that.
playing catch with your dad if he's a cardboard cutout.
Look, I think golf should be able to be played. I'll be honest with you. I played yesterday myself. It's like,
By yourself?
not by myself. I play with. We didn't touch each other. I used my own clubs. I walked. I touched my own shit. I get in my car. There's no. The only interaction I have is with the starter when I have to pay him, and I handed him $24 in cash. Here it is. He gave me a receipt, and I walked over, and that was that. Stretched, putted, hit 2 balls, and went out and played. Never talked. Never touched anyone. Nothing. Never took the flag out. It was like a fucking great walk. That's all it was. So I think if you're going to cancel something, golf is like the one thing you should be able to play. But I understand they don't want to have, they want people there for a lot of these things. And that's what it is. These guys are athletes. But at the WrestleMania, you can't do that without a crowd. Half the fun is staring at the lunatics in the crowd going, oh my God. Hold on one second. I get so so amped up, guys. I miss you. I miss the both of you.
Yeah.
Well, I've got good news for you guys. There are sports still going on.
What?
Like what?
I'm really into the Turkish soccer league right now,
Huh?
and you can make lineups on DraftKings still.
Oh
So
my God.
this Friday, got myself a lineup going in that heated matchup between Fenerbahce and Kayserispor.
Brenton, I think you have a problem.
I think you just said like a racist slang term. I really do.
No. That's how you pronounce it in Turkish. The Superliga.
That's being played
So
right now?
that is literally the last thing on earth I think that's being played as far as organized sports.
What
Really?
about the there's badminton, I think, going on too.
Is it really?
I saw a little bit of badminton. You want to see desperation out there? You talk about desperation. You think it's bad? You think housewives are losing their mind? They are. I know one, and house husbands are doing it as well. This homeschooling thing we'll get to in a second is a fucking.
Oh.
You have no idea. You have no idea what we're in. It's a fucking madhouse. Anyway, Vegas Dave, watching that guy give odds on badminton and things. I mean, pinochle. I don't know what the other thing he was saying was, but these are obviously not sport. There's no way you're going to give a whale package of accurate information, charge money on a sport you just fucking found out about. I mean, is there? I don't know what's worse. What is worse? That or Pat Robertson selling the silver shit that says it's going to kill coronavirus? What's worse? They're both lies. They're both misinformation. What's worse? I mean,
I would say the silver stuff because you probably lose less money.
the whale package is $99. The silver stuff is $24.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, but I'm saying, man, neither one of them are going to make you healthy or wealthy. Ooh, shit.
I think you're underestimating the badminton black market, Steve.
Mr.
There's a
Gatorade's
lot of
not
money in
happy about
badminton.
it. Mr. Gatorade was pretty pissed off about fucking Vegas Dave when he saw those videos.
Well, I don't know if you saw the thing I posted today, but people are betting on the weather.
Yeah, that's. I mean, look.
That's how desperate the degenerates are. They're betting on the weather.
Well, it's a pretty solid bet out here. Rain. It's been raining here every fucking day. Every single day. The rain, the rain, the rain. I was like, give me a break. I go, not only are you going to kill us, but then we have to be trapped inside and we can't even go out. For an hour a day, we'd have to just, if it wasn't raining, we took the kids outside. You run them around the block with the dog. We had to run them because they're like wild beasts caught up inside and with no end in sight. You know, Gavin Newsom, the mayor, the governor of California, said that it's a possibility that we may be done with school for the rest of the school year. Look, I've been in this situation for the last 72 hours. It ain't pretty, bro. It's manageable. It's okay, but it ain't pretty. No one's sanity is doing well. Everyone's losing it a little bit. We're on top of each other. And they need to leave. They need to go out. And it's tough. It's a lot. People.
I choked on my coffee.
We may have to shut down.
Hey,
I choked on my coffee. I swallowed my coffee the wrong way.
In the middle, she's. I'm like, what the?
Sloppy pod.
Sloppy, but I don't know how
It's
to
not
drink hot
sloppy.
beverages.
It's more of the. That's it. Now we've got it in our bunker, Em, and this is it. Now we're now infected.
I can barely hear Emma. What just happened?
She coughed. Is what
coughed.
happened, Brenton.
She coughed?
Yes.
I choked
We
on
don't
my
have
coffee.
circulation in the studio. There's no vents. That's just living with you now.
Holy shit.
It's just coffee.
Yeah.
Choked on my coffee.
You guys like my Giants hat?
I love everything. I love the Wrigley Field in the background. I think ATC should keep that look.
And there's a curtain over here. You can't see it, but they put a curtain up so you can like put away some of these podcasts if you don't like them. But of course,
Oh.
you got Brody over here. I'm good with that always. So, Felipe, what up?
Wait,
fool?
yeah.
I'm touching everything. I'm touching my face. I'm gonna hope Bertolini is a man of his word. He put a podcast statement out saying that he was gonna clean the studio. It looks pretty clean in here.
Oh, it's clean.
It's very clean.
And I'm going to clean it when we're done.
Emma will take care of it when we're done. Again, I hope you guys are doing all right. I hope Brenton, do you have enough food?
Yeah. I don't eat very much, so I'm good.
Lucas, what about you? You got enough frozen Hungry Mans? I assume that's what you
No,
live on.
I'm doing good. The problem with me, Steve, is in this quarantine, I've been eating more than ever.
Oh, my God, right?
I don't know if it's just instinct, but
Are people keeping up with what they gave up for Lent?
the first
No.
2 days, I ate half a cover, and I'm like, I got to stop this.
No, no. I emailed my brother. Lent is off. God, fuck this one up, okay? Sorry. Lent is off. As soon as I heard we were in a quarantine, I busted open the Girl Scout cookies, and I was like, see you mañana. My wife busted open a bottle of wine. My son was on YouTube, and my other son was on Fortnite. So, okay. And I told my brother, I go, hey, this is the deal. And he goes, yeah, no, we're good. Trust me. God fucked this one up. So we're good to go. Yeah, no, Lent is over. Once Easter's off, there's no Easter Mass. They canceled them.
Already? That's insane.
Yeah, it's over. They canceled St. Patrick's Day in New York, which is like a
Everything's going to
living
be shut
sin.
down for. Don't be surprised. Everything's going to be shut down for at least 2, maybe 3 months.
Not in Florida.
Because not only do they have to stop the spread of this one, but it could mutate, and then there could be a second wave of it.
Oh, look
People are
who's
worried
on.
that,
Is that Dr. Fauci on the fucking, what are you? We're trying to have some sort of a nice podcast here to bring people joy, and you got to come on with a different strain?
I'm just helping you prepare for what's going to happen.
Jesus
Corona
Christ.
2.0.
Mister, I'm going to quarantine myself. I go, for what? Good. I'm kidding, Brenton, but don't bring up negative stuff while I'm in the studio. I'm out in public right now. Don't tell me about different strains.
You went golfing. Don't tell me that you're suddenly concerned.
I am concerned. I kept to myself. What more do you? There is no more solo activity. I didn't touch anyone else's ball, towel, clubs, nothing.
That's a nice tan you got going on there.
A nice what?
It's a little. That's a nice little sunburned tan you got to go on.
I didn't wear a hat. I wore a ski cap yesterday because it was cold when I teed off. And then I Ollie Schneider janced it for the rest of the round. I didn't have a baseball cap. So I did get a little bit of fucking sunshine. You can't see. I don't do well with these lights here. This is not lit for me. This is not my studio. And that's fine.
I don't want to be the bearer of more negative news, but the Yankees have coronavirus now.
Yeah,
too.
the minor leaguers have it. Yeah, but you know what, though? All our pitchers will be healthy by the time. The only one that won't be healthy, and he's healthy, but Domingo Germán has to still serve 86 games for, whatever he did, allegedly domestic abuse. But everyone else should be pretty good, except for Severino, obviously. He got Tommy John surgery. But, we'll get Paxton back. So, we'll be
But
good
no
to go.
minor leaguers are going to be called up this season, obviously.
We'll see. I mean, I think there's a couple guys that were on the verge of making the team.
But if they have
Florian?
coronavirus, they're not.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, if anyone has it now, Kevin Durant's got it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Wow.
Kevin Durant.
There were rumors saying if the NBA season started in the summer like they kind of planned, that Durant could be healthy enough to play.
I mean,
and the Nets would be they're in the top 8, so they would make it.
Yeah,
dude, why push it though? Why?
Because they were saying he's going to play.
Yeah, you got to push your body for a fucking weirdo season like this. Everyone's going to go 100 miles an hour when they pick the season right back up. Dude, it's fucked.
Steve, we need something. We're betting on the weather.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying it's doomsday. It'll never happen again. I'm thinking it's going to be a deluge when we're back. When we're back, we're going to have. They're going to move. They're going to try to find the Masters at a different spot, even though they won't. You're going to fuck another tournament. There's a lot of different UFC events that got pushed back that'll be added onto cards. They're going to try abridged seasons. I think they're talking about the last weekend in May for baseball starting up. So they'll have to cut the season down, but it's just going to be, power on more. I'm just hoping that we can get there. We'll just got to ride this fucking wave of shit right now. Except for Brenton, who's betting on fucking soccer matches in Dubai or whatever the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what you were talking
Turkey,
about.
Steve.
Huh?
Turkey. Good match on Friday,
Turkey.
10 a.m.
What, they don't have Ebola?
10 a.m.
I mean, they don't have coronavirus in Turkey?
Apparently not. I don't know if they're playing to empty stadiums or they just don't give a fuck in Turkey, but they're playing.
Really? It's crazy, though. It really, I mean...
Did you see the West Virginia... Did you see the West Virginia governor? They're the only state that doesn't have it. He had, he said, go out to Bob Evans.
He got it, right? Didn't they get it? They have it now.
Oh, they have it now?
They got it, bro. Those motherfucking West Virginians, what are they walking around going, we don't have it. Come to West Virginia. You can't get it here? They got it. Good. And if they didn't have it by today, I would have got it and moved to West Virginia and been like, good, now they got it too. Fuck them. Walking around like they're better than everybody else. What are you, immune in West Virginia? What, does the coal kill it? Your coal lung?
I mean, if you're eating Bob Evans in West Virginia, you're probably immune to a lot of stuff.
Oh, Emma's back. Wow.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't know if you died back there.
Nope, just running a digital session on my laptop.
She's a fucking person of many talents, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very talented lady.
Podcasting will save the world.
That's all we have left. By the way, that's all we have left. Like I said, everything's canceled. There are no dates. So
No, we have. Yeah.
What?
I mean, we have NFL free agency. There's still stuff going on.
No. I'm talking about stand-up stuff. I'm saying, like, now's the time to go support your comedians the only way you can, through their podcasts, their Patreons, their merchandising. And look, we all know the big ones, okay? Everybody loves Joe Rogan. Everybody loves Tom Segura. Everybody loves Mark Maron. Those guys are great. And they have tons and tons of back fucking episodes, okay? But quite frankly, they don't need your money. Or they do, but they don't need it right now. Not as badly as a lot of other comics need it. There are a lot of podcasts out there that don't necessarily make a ton of money that a lot of people have not heard about, okay? This podcast, for example, is one of them.
Hey, Steve, I don't ask that people watch my videos or podcasts. Just send me some toilet paper.
Send Lucas some Hungry
Lucas,
Man.
are you out of toilet paper?
Wait, do you really need toilet paper?
I mean, I got some rolls left, but
Don't you?
Okay,
I got
well,
like 4.
let me know.
I got 4
Dude.
rolls left.
I wasn't joking. We got the shipment in right before everything went down, so I am stockpiled.
Don't you have a Cowboys jersey? You
I'm
can
going
use?
to Brenton's house to shit.
Oh, that's a good point. I do. I got a couple
Yeah.
T-shirts too. Yeah, we'll go old school.
What are some podcasts that you guys, everyone think of one that you were like, hey, you should listen to this one, and it would help them out.
Listen to Eddie Pepitone's Pep Talks.
Of course,
Yeah,
Pep
Eddie's
Talks.
a good one.
Eddie Pepitone's Pep Talks. That's
He
fantastic.
will make you feel better or much, 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 much worse about what's happening right now.
I like Pen Pals with Rory Scovel
And DVK.
yes, it's another great one.
That's
Let's
a
check
great
them
one.
out. They're very, very funny people.
Dumb People Town with the Sklar Brothers is a really funny time. It's a really good time to laugh at a bunch of dumb idiots doing
See?
dumb things.
Yep. Now we're getting on the upper echelon. Let's kick it back. Back down to the lower middle
touche.
class. Yeah, lower middle class.
Brian Safi and Jessica Chaffin have a podcast called Ask Rana where you send advice questions and Rana
Yeah.
answers them as like a Jewish mother. It's very funny.
Caitlin Cook and Jesus, my God Almighty,
Sean Patton.
5 words or less. They have a great podcast, a couple episodes out. So yeah, feel free to Joe List and Mark Norman have a great podcast. Tuesdays with Stories. Those guys tour all the time, and they cannot. So those are the kind of people that you need to support in these times. Or fuck me. What do I know? I don't care.
I'm pretty sure the ATC YouTube channel is going to keep putting out stuff for a while.
Yes.
So check it out, subscribe, watch some stuff.
As soon as everyone gets healthy, we'll put some extra shit out. I'd like to utilize the at-home service and possibly do maybe 2 episodes a week till we come back till first full service. I don't know what we're going to talk about because there's not a lot of shit happening, except in the NFL.
The football's still going. Yeah,
Football's
my-
hey, coronavirus, you can go fuck yourself. We're still having the draft in Vegas. We're still going to put the fountains out there with the little fucking things, and we'll have to make the platform bigger. That's all. Everyone will have to be a little separated. Booger's going to be 6 feet away from Berman, who's going to be 6 feet away from Mel Kiper, whoever else. So don't worry, we're still here. I mean, football, think about it. Pretty unscathed. No major offseason like he beat the shit out of her or this guy got drunk and mowed down 16 kids. Not a lot of controversy, right? In the offseason?
I mean, it's still early in the offseason, Steve.
It is early, and they legalized weed, so you're not hearing about all of that.
The CBA quietly got signed during the coronavirus. We got 10 more years of uninterrupted football. Professional.
And when it comes back, we got more games.
Yeah, we will have more games. We got to talk about what the new collective bargaining agreement means. But there have been a ton of moves in the NFL in the last couple days. I mean, there are many headlines. What's the most interesting to you? To me, it was Stephon Diggs going to Buffalo after the 2 of you jerk-offs complained that they weren't making enough noise. Am I right or am I wrong?
I was very excited about that, Steve.
Oh, you sound excited, Brenton. You sound like a man with
There's a
coronavirus.
beautiful video out there on Bill's Mafia of this little boy waking up the next morning and his father telling him that his favorite player was now a Buffalo Bill.
Look at
And
that.
his reaction.
Now think about this.
He jumps through a table.
If Case Keenum and what's his name, homeboy last year, can make Stephon Diggs look good, think about what your boy Allen can do. That's a big upgrade.
Yeah,
right
I worried
there.
that he didn't get along with Cousins.
With who?
He seems like a little bit of a prima donna. He couldn't get along with Kirk Cousins.
He didn't get
Like-
along with Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins was only looking at Adam Thielen even when he was triple covered. If Josh Allen distributes the ball properly, which he will, then Stephon Diggs is a great fit.
We'll see.
Which also, can I add, that Stephon Diggs was on Brenton's $1 million roster.
He was. So we will be getting a jersey as soon as they're printed.
Can we wear our Diggs jerseys to the game, and if there's games in the fall in Vegas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Also, obviously Tom Brady to the Bucks was a very surprising one. I didn't think that's where they'd land. I'm sure Oligny's on cloud nine. I'm sure most Tampa fans have to be very happy.
Well, now they're talking about AB going there too.
AP, you said?
No, Antonio Brown.
Oh, AB? Oh,
yeah.
Boy. Oh, boy. Look, here's what I would
The
say.
human coronavirus.
Here's what I would say, Tampa. One step at a time, okay? You just made a big move forward for the pedigree of your team, the class of your team, the leadership of your team, okay? Let's hit the pause button before we go nuts on an athletic step forward that completely would be possibly 6 steps back the other way and all those other things I mentioned. So, look, if they couldn't make that thing work in New England, the best run organization in sports, then they ain't going to make it work down in Tampa. Trust me. Where he lives, basically, AB. Close enough. In his backyard, you're going to tell him what to do? No fucking way. So I don't believe that's a great idea. Not right now. See what you got. Look what they have.
Sick,
they already have three really great weapons. They got Mike Evans. They have Godwin. They have O.J. Howard. Okay? I'm not saying, you can't have too many. I'm just saying you got to think about the reasoning behind it and what it could cause. I know he's apologized. I know he's turned the other page. Who has he? I don't know. But we'll see. I just don't think it's a good idea for them right now.
Well,
right?
Steve, what happened with his rape charge? Did that just get thrown out?
I don't know. Which one?
Because that's why New England couldn't keep him, was because that came out and they couldn't keep the guy on the team if he was, in the middle of this controversy. But if that's been thrown out, then I say sign him.
Oh, Brenton.
To have 3 number 1 wide receivers on the field at the same time.
And how many balls do you play with, Brenton? How many balls do you play with?
Doesn't matter. Someone's going to be wide the fuck open every play.
Oh, really? And then what if you don't throw it to that guy right away?
It's Tom Brady. He's going to figure it out.
I know he's going to figure it out, but I'm just saying, bro, you have to. You're already messing with the chemistry with Tom Brady coming in a good way. But I'm just saying the other pull the other way is the benefits may not outweigh the cons. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
but I say roll the dice. You got 2 years with Brady. Roll the dice.
Let's just wait and pump the brakes. Let's see. If somebody else scoops him up,
roll the dice.
If somebody else scoops him up, then he's their problem. He's not going to make a complete difference. He's not a defensive stud. If he was a defensive animal, I'd say maybe. Think about it. But they're pretty locked. What about what's his name to the Colts? Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
Because now, what do you do if you're New England? Where's that quarterback going to come from?
You're going to have to draft somebody. I mean, who is even their backup?
I don't know. I can't remember that guy's name.
I was happy to see Teddy Bridgewater go and stay in the NFC, because if he went to New England, I thought that. I mean, now the Bucs have better Super Bowl odds than the Patriots do.
Yeah. And by the way, they were 2,000 plus 2,000 to land him. Damn, I missed the fucking boat on that one. I didn't think it was possible.
Nobody thought he'd go to Tampa.
I didn't think they were going to put Giselle in Tampa, for God's sakes. Who's she going to hang out with? Bubba the Love Sponge and Hulk Hogan? She's going to wither away and die down there. If they don't win the fucking Super Bowl this year, that's it. She's going to go, Tom, no more. And that's that. It's over.
So what happens with Jameis Winston? Because Tampa Bay paid the $30 million that he wanted, but it wasn't to him. So where's he going to go?
Well, fight for a job. How about that? Be the backup.
I mean, maybe New England. Is New England going to take a shot at Jameis Winston, or is New England going to go after Cam Newton? Or
Cam Newton. Cam Newton's not happy about that. Cam Newton got his marching papers, and he was not happy with the way they presented to him. Apparently, they told him that he was free and available to seek other employment opportunities, and he was like, I didn't ask to. But yeah, well, that's it. You're done.
But I'm shocked the Chargers aren't going at. I mean, they've said right now that they're fine with Tyrod Taylor going into next season, and I don't think they can be. I think they have to go after somebody like Jameis or Cam, and I think they will.
They might, or they might go to the draft and see what falls down, because people are finding their quarterbacks via different ways. Usually they're drafting them, but now they're moving them around. So
yeah,
it's
and I love what the Colts did. Yes, yeah.
What if the Colts? Could the Colts get rid of Jacoby Brissett? Could he go back to New England?
No, I think they hang on to him because Phillip Rivers is just kind of a one-year rental.
Yeah, I know, but if you're Jacoby Brissett, how do you feel about that? Now, granted, he didn't have a great year last year.
They're going to let him develop.
Develop?
I mean, he might not even be the backup. Rivers might end up being the backup.
Oh.
And I think Rivers plans to stay there, though. He moved all 64 of his kids to Indianapolis.
Yeah, is he allowed to be in the same room with his entire family right now?
Are you kidding me? That's Mike Penceville. He's going to love it out there. He's going to love it. And the craziest person I know from Indianapolis or the Indiana area is Ryan the ass kicker O'Neal. Everyone else is very conservative and nice. I'll say this. I was surprised about the Arizona-Houston trade. Was that not the most shocking one of all? I did not see that.
It's
stuff
ridiculous.
That's coming out today that's bringing light to everything that went down. It makes sense.
Well, what? You're saying the whole Michael Irvin, what he said, the story about him saying the whole went to Bill O'Brien and him didn't get along? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, but apparently Bill O'Brien brought DeAndre Hopkins into a meeting, a one-on-one meeting, and compared him and his attitude to Aaron Hernandez. And says he doesn't like his baby mama being around.
Two-time Pro Bowl. That's not bad. Oh, you're talking about off the field. Not good. He's a murderer.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. I didn't know. I thought he meant positively on the field.
You took one of the best players in the game that's only missed 2 games his entire career, and you traded him for a guy who hasn't been healthy in 4 years.
And they already have a running back.
All you got was a second-round draft. Yeah, they have 2 running backs. They're now the team that's paying more for the running back position than any other team by a long shot.
Well, I mean, you can't be happy for Deshaun Watson because now you're like, who the fuck am I going to throw this ball to? 1,000
because none of the other guys stay healthy.
No, it's
all his other first of all, he doesn't have a number 1 now, and none of the other guys stay healthy. So someone's going to have to play a position that they're not used to playing. They're going to move people around, and everything's just going to go off.
Yeah, that's where nobody extends routes better than Hopkins. So, like, when Watson gets out of the pocket and needs a few extra seconds, Hopkins is known for, never giving up on a play. And Murray's going to be so much better because of him, and I don't know what Watson does. I think he'll be exposed much more.
Dude, Deshaun Watson, Hopkins and Larry Fitzgerald on opposite sides, Kyler Murray back there, and who's their running back? They got a good running back, right? The kid Drake, right? Kenyon Drake?
Yeah, Kenyon Drake. But then they also signed the rookie last year, the speedy wide receiver.
Yeah, you talk about that's another triple threat right there. That's another fucking offensive team where your boy put some shit together there. What's his name?
But they need to calm down. They're not there yet. They're going to be a little bit better, but I mean, we're talking about maybe they went from winning 6 games to 8 games this year. They're not. I mean, come on.
But to only get a second-round pick for Hopkins is just great.
Yeah, that's absolutely that's franchise changing. So maybe 2-3 years from now, if they draft well and they make some more moves.
What's his name? DeForest, the San Francisco Buckner. Yeah, Buckner. He got traded for a first-round pick. So you're telling me DeForest Buckner's not more is a whole round more valuable than Hopkins?
Absolutely not. Bill O'Brien's going to be fired before Game 6.
I mean, I don't know. I wonder if it's a thing where it's like someone thinks they're getting more credit than they deserve. Maybe you have a Brady Belichick thing happening there with, hey, this is my offense. I created it. Well, obviously I'm the best receiver in the game right now. And Hopkins arguably is. But
yeah, I don't see anybody that I would put in front of him.
Not right now.
Stephon Diggs.
I mean, Oh, you moron. Not yet. Pace yourself for the disappointment. What about, DeForest Buckner. That was another big move. Traded for the first round pick. So now
that was a high first round pick, too.
Yeah. And they had to decide between their two defensive people, right? They got Armstead. They gave him the money. And they traded him. Who did Buckner go to again?
The Colts.
The Colts. And so the Colts
Which
have the
a lot of people had the Colts. They had the 13th pick.
Yeah, so that's San Francisco. So they'll have the 13th and the second to last pick now, right?
Correct.
Wow, that's good.
Let me double check that. But yeah, I hate as a Bills fan not having a first round pick. But I mean, it was 2023. And, you know, if you can get a proven player who's young at that spot that's already proven himself in the NFL, I think you do. So I get what the Colts are doing. And also, I don't think if they traded Armstead, they would have been able to get a first, maybe a second or third. So they obviously took the value.
Yeah, New England not doing anything is very surprising.
Well,
it seems like Green Bay just let everyone go to the Giants. Every linebacker that was on Green Bay went to the Giants.
You guys might have a defense.
Well, but they're not going to sign Antoine Bethea. I think it was whoever the safety was. I can't remember his name. And then they were not going to. There was another. Ogletree's got done. So yeah, they needed more linebackers, but they just went to one spot to get them. So let's see if it works out. Hopefully, Joe Judge knows what he's doing. But yeah, they're not stopping the NFL. Thank God. They're pumping out news that they realize they're the only game on the block right now. Everything else has got the pause button.
But you know what? I think if I was New England, I would go after Mitch Trubisky. Could probably get him for fairly cheap, and I think he's much better than people realize he is.
Well,
it's just Nagy didn't know what he was doing last year.
He's got small hands, though.
And doesn't he have a contract to go with it? Didn't they pay him already?
Yeah, it's not that big.
It's not that big, and they just got rid of Brady, so I think he'd be a good fit.
I think they're going to go cheap. Low cost.
I think so, too.
Yeah. Try to get away with sneak into the playoffs, 9-7 season, 10-6 season, stay relatively under budget, and then go find their next franchise quarterback. Who knows? I don't know anything. All I know is that Love can't be found anymore because the fucking Bachelor broke up with Madison. We never saw that coming. Who saw that coming?
Yeah. I didn't see it coming, Steve.
Barb saw it coming, Steve.
Big Barb saw it coming. In case you missed it, yep. We hate to break it to you. During the coronavirus, and it had nothing to do with the coronavirus, Barb and not Barb, Madison and Peter, the Bachelor, the pilot, have broken up officially. They are over. They are not together anymore. And so we just spent basically 3 months of our lives wasted. Like every year. Wasting our time, guessing who's going to hook up with who, being wrong at the end, knowing we're right, and then figuring out we're right, only to have no one to tell it to or to talk to about it. And so that's
And now
it.
Peter's quarantining alone.
And now Peter's alone quarantining by himself. Barb's quarantined by herself. Her husband, Peter's father's quarantined by himself, and his mustache is also separately being quarantined.
Yeah, but if it makes you feel better, Madison will always be in the wedding vow photos. She was the one on that date, so she's always going to be in that family photo of them renewing their vows.
That's great.
Between Barb and the family.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
She's smack dab in the middle.
Oh, my God. What are you guys watching right now? Are you binge watching anything? I'm watching 600-Pound Life.
Watching the
Oh,
house.
that's weak.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable.
The TLC channel is amazing. It's made me feel a lot better about myself.
It does. You're learning that you're not as bad as you thought you were. That's what you really learned.
Yeah.
So there's that. Let's give the other people. 600-Pound Life is a great one. What's another great binge watching
Football
show?
Life.
A Football Life.
Hunters.
What's that on?
It's NFL Network, but a lot of episodes are on YouTube. It's just an hour-long documentary series profiling a player or a team.
Okay, all right. I'll check that out. What about you, Biddlecombe?
Are you not watching The Hunters?
Is that the Pacino show on
Dude,
Amazon?
watch The Hunters.
My
It's
mom
so
said
good.
the same thing too. She loves it. I'll
Yeah, it's
watch
amazing.
it. All right, Nazi Hunters. There it is.
Based
Guys,
on a true story.
I know it's not. Thank you, Brenton. Thank you for ruining it for it. Spoiler alert. We're gonna get out of here early. We're gonna give Emma some time to clean before the next podcast gets in.
There is no other podcast. This is the only one. You're the bravest one there is.
Oh my god.
Did you hear that,
Am I the
Steve? She
dumbest
just
one?
said you're the only idiot that actually came out to the studio.
I wondered when I came here why Bertolini was wearing a hazmat suit if I should really be here right now.
I think Bertolina's nervous.
Oh my God! Everyone, I just want to get out of the house. I
get
just
it.
cannot
Just pop
be
a vitamin
there
C.
anymore.
You'll be fine.
No, I was grateful for it. I
There's
was like,
fucking
yeah, I can go in.
homeschooling. Who can't get in touch with who? Whose homeroom thing can't be found? Mom, come help me. Here's the deal. None of us are smart enough to do this, okay? None of us. I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I know how to do? Walk across while they're doing their thing in the morning in my underwear. And I do that. And I give a look into the thing and everyone's like, get out! That's what I've done twice.
So you're saying you're mastering your dad jokes.
Yes. I'm not built for at home. I roam free when I'm at home. I don't need to be documented. And now I feel like everywhere I go, I'm on video. Someone's FaceTiming someone who's quarantined, who's on at-home school. I'm trying to jerk off somewhere. Or at least just fucking walk around nude. So I got to get out. I got to get out. But I mean, if you see pictures of Times Square, it really looks like I Am Legend. It's shut down. There's no one there. It's nuts. It's kind of fucking funky and cool to see. Funky? I'm losing my mind. All right, that's it.
I have to say how great it is. We're 4 days in. You guys better tune in when we're 4 months in and Steve is just completely, what a gun.
And Steve and I are still in the studio.
That's it. It's just Em and I. This beard's only longer. Her eyebrows are connected, and her roots or whatever color hair she normally has.
This is my natural hair color. I don't dye
good.
it. This is what I look like. I don't do anything.
Are hair cutters open? Are barbers open?
Hair cutters?
Hair cutters? Wait, I forgot. We have a new sponsor. We're sponsored by hair cutters.
Super
everyone.
hair cutters.
Hair
If you need
cutters
a
for men,
haircut-
hair cutters for women, hair cutters for kids.
You can cut your own
You need a
hair.
haircut. You gotta go to a barber
Yeah, it
shop.
looks like they are open.
Yeah, Barb doesn't know about barbers and haircuts. Hair cutters know about haircuts. Go to hair cutters. Your only shop for haircuts. What was it you said, Lucas? It's open?
Yeah, it looks like they are open now.
That makes sense. They don't ever wash anything.
How do they cut your hair 6 feet away?
I mean, if they're 6 feet away, you really need a haircut. No, it looks like most of them are open today.
And they're right on top of you. All right, we'll see. We'll see how Gavin Newsom feels about that. I'll tell you what, the coronavirus hasn't done. Fucked up his hair at all. Every time the guy goes out there, it's fucking immaculate. I'm sick of it. Him and Eric Garcetti. I want to see some frazzled people. These guys all look like they have their shit together. I want to see someone out there with a couple screws loose. I'll tell you what. I mean, say what you want about Chris Christie, but during Hurricane Sandy, that guy had a couple. I mean, he was direct and to the point, but he looked a little fucking, frazzled. He told people, get out. Don't go near the beaches. If you do, put a toe tag on your fucking toe because you're going to die. And we'll find you later on with your name. And that's it. A little unhinged. These guys are fucking together. Their hair is perfect. They look like they're fucking smiling and snarking the right way. It's good, but it's a little disconcerting to me. I need to see a little bit of fucking unsteadiness. Anyway, guys, we're here for you. I'd love to do a podcast this weekend. Are you fellas down?
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure out a
Yeah.
couple days news and figure out what's what. We'll wait for some shit to happen. Until then, guys, there's nothing else going on. besides the All Things Comedy Network, besides these podcasts, besides the ones we told you about, feel free to binge watch all of those. Our archives they're here. They're on this RSS feed. We've got loads of them, so check them out. And please tell some other people. Rate, subscribe on Apple, on Spotify, on Amazon, Home Depot, Dick's Sporting Goods, wherever you listen to podcasts. You listen to them in a garage where you're crying. Get them there. I don't know. Just fucking find us. You know more than I do. Oh, you want to laugh? John Lajoie just made a really fucking funny video called "Thank God for the Nerds." So go check that out. That's my brother from another mother from the league, a.k.a. Taco. Check it out at John Lajoie Comedy. Thank you very much. I'm Steve Renazizi. Brenton, you got anything you want to say?
Everything's canceled.
Everything's canceled. What about you, Lucas?
I've just been going through mock drafts 12 hours a day too, which is a lot of fun. So there's always something you can do to pass the time. And
Look at soccer.
I mean, they're kind of. What you're not actually gambling on this, are you, Brenton?
Of course.
You're putting in lineups?
Yeah.
By the way, I hate to say this, but I will because I have a fucking podcast. But I was in. Matsuyama was 9 under during the Players' Championship. Did you see the first round? 9 fucking under.
Yep.
I was tits up on this thing. $1 million coming my way.
There was a guy who lost $1 million. There was a guy winning after the first day. He was winning $1 million.
Shut up, Brenton. I don't. You know what? We're ending on a negative note, and I didn't want to do that. Guys, I love you. Coronavirus can't get us all. Some of us will live. And to those people I say, we'll be here doing the podcast. We'll see you next week or this weekend. Listen for us. We'll let you know when we're going to be back. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Go, bro.
Is it on?